You're walking through your home at night. The hallway light hasn't fully turned on yet. Everything seems normal until it isn't. For a fraction of a second, something moves in the corner of your eye. Too fast to recognize. Too dark to be just a trick of light. And real enough that you turn your head instantly. But nothing is there. No person, no animal, no object in motion. Just empty air and the unsettling certainty that something really moved. This fleeting moment, hiding between what you saw and what you think you saw, is one of the oldest and most universal urban mysteries, shadows that move in your peripheral vision. Quick silhouettes. Flickers of motion that feel real but vanish the moment you try to look directly at them. Almost like tiny presences dancing at the edge of your awareness. And the most surprising thing? Almost everyone experiences this, yet almost no one talks about it. Not because it's rare, but because the experience feels oddly private, strange enough that people avoid mentioning it. But the moment someone admits, "I thought I saw something move in the corner of my eye," dozens of others confess the same. But what are these shadows? Why do they appear? And why do they vanish the instant you try to focus? To understand this, you have to look at the most overlooked part of your own vision, the edges. Peripheral vision. The blurry, low detail, low color, motion-sensitive region surrounding your central focus. The place where your brain works hardest, not to show you beauty, but to keep you alive. Peripheral vision is your early warning system. Its job is not to identify details but to detect movement, anything that could be a threat. It reacts faster than conscious thought. It's primal, automatic, designed for survival. And because it acts so quickly, sometimes it misfires. When you see something move in the corner of your eye only to find nothing when you turn, that's your brain's threat detection system firing before it has enough information. This comes from a deep, ancient region of your brain, the amygdala. The neural one, the one tied to fear, vigilance, and rapid response. For most of human history, this made perfect sense. A rustle in the bushes could be an animal. A shadow could be danger. Your ancestors survived because their brains reacted instantly to possible movement, not because they waited for certainty. Your brain still works this way. Even if the shadows of the modern world are walls, furniture, and reflections. But the story goes deeper. Why do these shadows sometimes look vaguely human? Why do they move fast enough to feel intentional? Why do they vanish precisely when you look at them? The answer is in your retina. Your central vision uses cones, responsible for detail and color. But your peripheral vision is dominated by rods, extremely sensitive to motion but terrible at detail. They pick up flickers of light, microshifts in brightness, reflections, and even the tiny movements of your own eyes. Your brain receives fragments, incomplete data. Sharp contrast here, a shift of darkness there. And what does the brain do with incomplete information? It fills it in. Your brain hates gaps. It wants meaning. So it predicts. It guesses. It constructs shapes out of fragments. And because humans evolved to detect other humans, your brain defaults to human-like silhouettes when trying to interpret a vague moving shadow. It's not supernatural. It's pattern recognition gone into survival mode. And there's more, especially in cities. Artificial lights flicker. Even when you don't notice, your peripheral vision does. Every lamp, every car passing by, every reflection from glass, every movement of people outside your window creates microcontrasts. These stimulate your rods, triggering motion detection even when no real object is moving. If you're tired, anxious, stressed, or overstimulated, this sensitivity increases. Suddenly, the harmless flicker of a streetlight becomes a shadow. The reflection of a passing car becomes a silhouette. A dark coat hanging on a wall becomes a figure. Your brain creates a presence out of pieces. But here's the most fascinating part. Your peripheral vision notices movement before your conscious mind does. It's literally faster. That's why you sometimes feel like you saw something before you turned your head. That extra sliver of time is what creates a believable illusion. And if you happen to be nervous, walking alone, in a dark room, after watching something scary, your amygdala amplifies your sensitivity. It urges your brain to detect danger even when nothing is there. This is why nighttime shadows feel more threatening. Your biology is doing what it evolved to do, even if the threats it was built for no longer exist. Some people experience this phenomenon more often. Not because something is wrong with them, but because they have heightened sensitivity to environmental cues. Creative minds, anxious minds, imaginative minds, fatigued minds, they all register more motion in the periphery. They perceive more living shadows. There's even that chilling moment almost everyone has felt. You think you saw something, you turn quickly, and a cold shiver runs down your spine. That shiver isn't supernatural. It's adrenaline triggered by your amygdala preparing your muscles for a threat that wasn't actually there. This entire phenomenon, the flickers, the silhouettes, the moving shadows, isn't about spirits, ghosts, creatures, or entities. It's about ancient survival instincts operating in a modern world. Your body doesn't know you're safe. It just reacts. The truth is, these shadows serve a purpose. They are your brain trying to keep you alive, even if it overreacts sometimes. So next time something moves in the corner of your eye, remember, it's not something outside of you. It's something inside you, your brain piecing together fragments of light, memory, vigilance, and instinct into a single illusion of motion. If this explanation brought clarity, calm, or that OMG this finally makes sense moment, leave a comment sharing the last time you saw a shadow in your peripheral vision. And if you want more urban mysteries explained by science, hit like and subscribe. It tells me you want more videos like this.